No Film School's coverage of NAB is brought to you by Limelight, makers of professional lighting for independent filmmakers. My Road Reel International Film Contest. Enter at myroadreel.com.
All right, hey guys, I'm here with Michel, who's the European distributor for Kinefinity. So tell me about, you guys now have a new 4K camera. Tell me a little bit about what's different in this 4K camera from your old 2K camera.
Okay, so basically, well, obviously it can do 4K now, and it can do 100 frames at Full HD, 96 frames at 2K, and it's got SDI output now. More technical details, it's about 8 times faster CPU now than before, which will remove the lagging display, the lagging HDMI output. It can record internally Cinema DNG and Cineform RAW, which they call a hybrid recording.
So this, will it record both Cinema DNG and compressed RAW to regular SSDs, or is it different with your SSDs?
First of all, you have the choice if you want to record Cinema DNG or Cineform, or you can record both together. And you can use regular SSDs, preferably faster ones of at least 500 megabit of writing speed of 500 megabit per second. But we recommend to use the KineMINI because they are
they're more heavy duty.
Yeah, they are protected against frame drops.
So then you also have the interchangeable mount system. I don't know if you could show that.
So the interchangeable lens mount system is the same as before. Basically, you have the option either built-in active EF mount or the built-in what they call Kine mount. The Kine mount is like a sub PL, where you can mount different lens options. You can either a PL mount, active EF mount, Nikon mount, B4 lenses, OCT 19, and there's going to be probably a Leica and maybe a Sony E mount.
So essentially you can use almost any mount that's out there with the camera.
Yeah, almost any mount, any lenses. And in addition, with the sensor crop function between Super 35 and Super 16, you can use any Super 16 lens.
That's great. So you actually can get a mode that you can allow you to use like PL Super 16 lenses.
Yeah. It's the sensor crop, where with a few hits of buttons you can switch from Super 35 size sensor to Super 16. And
now,
since it's a 4K sensor, you still have the 2K resolution in Super 16.
Okay, great. So the Super 16 is actually a 2K crop inside.
Yeah, but it can it also records in 4K.
So now in terms of ports, you've got at least 2 HDMI ports, correct?
Correct. You have 2 HDMI outputs which work simultaneously. They output 720p, and you have HD SDI, which outputs in either 720 or 1080.
Okay, so really the HDMIs are more just for monitoring, and the HD SDI you could actually record with.
Yes, you could.
You guys were working on like a 4K recorder. Have you now sort of, or the company has that now sort of been abandoned because you now have a real 4K camera internally?
Exactly. So the idea before was to build a 2K camera and build a separate external recorder which you can record 4K. But then they thought, why not just create a whole new camera and offer a very nice trade-in option for those who have already bought the camera. So basically now those who have already bought it can trade it in, get a new 4K camera, and the total price is actually lower than what would have been, which would they have been prepared to pay for the extra.
Wow, that's great. The accessories from the previous 2K camera, how many of those transfer to the 4K camera?
Actually, all of them. You can still use the battery grip. The cage is the same, since the cameras are, here's the old version, the cameras are almost the same size, just this one has 9 millimeters longer in the back.
Okay, so if you want to talk a little bit about actually operating the camera itself.
Yeah. So there's some features, some settings. You have to go into the menu like any kind of camera and navigate through the menu and change your settings here. KineMINI comes with this quick button. It has 3 functions, like a joystick, left, right, up, down. It can rotate and you can press it. For example, when you press it, it goes to full screen mode. Now, if I want to change the frame rate and the resolution, once to the left, I can change. For example, here I can change the ISO. 2 times to the left, I can change the resolution. 3 times to the left, I can change the frame rate. So it's a multifunctional, quick menu button. If you're used to it, you just go, zack, change the ISO, zack, change the frame, the resolution. What does the director say? Frame rate to 60. Okay, here we go. Zack, and yeah, like that. So it's very quickly. No need to press buttons or here. So just quick menu.
And then, so this is are there other ways to control the camera besides just the buttons on the side?
Yeah, you can, all the menus you have here, you also have them in the standard menu if this is too advanced for you. Or you can, of course, use the Wi-Fi and use your iPad where you have all the functions on your iPad and can control it via that.
The pricing of the 4K camera. So for like a bare bones, just this body itself with nothing else is around $3,000, right? And then so what would a full package run in US dollars?
The full package is about $5,000 US.
Okay.
And the beautiful thing is that the pricing didn't change, even though it's a much higher performing camera now. But it's optional. Like the 4K is an option, high speed is an option, but you don't have to ship the camera back to upgrade the option. So you can buy it now, 2K, maximum 50 frames, and decide 6 months, a year later to upgrade and have 4K and high speed option.
If somebody wants to order this 4K camera right now, this will be shipping very soon?
Yeah, actually, if for US buyers, they can order it through us. And we still have for a few days, we have the pre-order discount until April 15th. And we will handle the shipment for US buyers. And yeah, the prices are those as listed on the Kinefinity.com website. And you can just send us an email, but send the email to kinefinity.tv.
The 6K camera, you don't have one here right now, but it's planning on being shipped sometime in the next few months?
Yeah, at the end of 2014, we hope so.
Okay. So now the 6K camera is going to be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, probably around 10,000 US dollars.
So at least 10 grand for some sort of package with the 6K camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.